Hey YouTube friends, this is Scott the Gastric Tiger coming at you with my week 13 update. This is January 28th, 2014. Let's start out with my numbers. My highest weight was 380 pounds, April of 2013. My starting weight of day of surgery, October 28th, 2013, was 342 pounds. My previous weight on January 13th was 292 pounds. And my current weight today is 286 pounds. So that gives me a loss over the last 2 weeks of 6 pounds, loss in surgery of 56 pounds, and a total loss of 94 pounds. This week's number is kind of a big deal for me because it is the lowest I've ever been as an adult. The last time I had a big weight loss, I stalled out and started to regain once I hit 289 pounds. So at this point, I am in completely new and uncharted territory, which is awesome. It's great to be losing. It's great to just be on this journey, and I'm enjoying it. Two big things about today. Today is my 3-month surgiversary. Been on this thing for 3 months now, and learned a lot, put in a lot of work, and I've come a long ways. So I have a long way to go, but just really kind of enjoying where I am in this thing. The other big thing about today is the day before my 32nd birthday. So, it's a time of reflection. It's a time to look and see that this coming year is going to be a good year. And it's going to be a year of a lot of growth, a lot of shrinking, and it's going to be a year of a lot of hope. So, I'm 3 months out. So, what does life look like right now? Well, been having some NSVs. This last couple weeks, I have bagged up 2 big trash bags, the big black 40-gallon trash bags of old clothes. All my 3X's. We're getting to be about sort of like clown clothes on me. So I had to throw all those out. Luckily I had a lot of 2X's that I kept through the years. That's what I'm in now. I had to throw out all my old pants. I'm down into a size 44, and in the past couple days kind of feel like I might be shrinking out of those. So I'm seeing a lot of movement, a lot of shifting in my body, a lot of change, which is cool. For a while it felt like nothing was happening, but it's kind of the way this thing works. From what I've seen, is you have these periods where it doesn't seem like anything's happening, and you're just kind of going through the motions, and then all of a sudden, just bam, a lot of stuff happens all at once. What's life like now? Well, just have to say that I'm in a rhythm now, and that's kind of what life is like. Get up in the morning and follow the rules, and the rules that I try to live by are kind of want to share with you. Start out, I get at least 80 grams of protein a day. That's very important. If I don't get those 80 grams of protein, I don't seem to lose as well, and I don't have the energy I need to function. I shoot for about 800 calories a day, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes I'm a little bit less, but it seems like 800 calories is my sweet spot. That's where seem to get a little bit of movement on the scale, but I still have enough energy to get through my day and to get through my exercises. I try to get at least 64 ounces of water a day. Most of the time I try to shoot for 96, and that is extremely important. If you don't get your water in, you don't lose. That's just a simple thing that I've learned. When I don't drink my water, nothing happens on the scale, and I don't feel as well. So, get your water in. It's extremely important. I try to only eat 3 meals a day, and normally what my meals consist of is normally in the morning I have a protein drink. At lunch I will have a serving of tuna or a Quest bar. And at dinner, normally my wife has a great protein concoction for me that's nutritious and delicious, because she's a wonderful cook. Normally I don't eat anything but protein at this point. Every once in a while I do have something other than protein, but I always make sure and get my protein in first. That's pretty much my rules. Oh, and I always have my vitamins. It's exceptionally important too. Always make sure and get those in. Other than that, the other part of my day that is every day is exercise. And I don't really feel like my work day is over until I go and get that in. So during the week, I alternate, and if I don't lift weights, I am on the treadmill for at least an hour, normally pushing myself as hard as I can on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursdays, I do a half hour on the treadmill and a half hour of weights. And on the weekends, I try to make it in, and normally I do at least an hour on the treadmill, going as hard as I can. And I found that if I don't exercise, I don't lose weight. That's just the way it is. That's my truth. As I've heard on a couple other channels, and this is a great quote to live by. If you don't move, the scale doesn't move. And it's the truth. It's a hard truth. And something that I've learned and I live by. So, a couple other things I just kind of wanted to share with you that are tips that I've realized that I've stumbled in the past, and I don't make these mistakes anymore. I try to avoid alcohol at all costs, well, for 2 reasons. One, my doctor says I shouldn't have it for the first year, which I think is a great idea. And 2, when I have had alcohol, I stall out. So I do my best to avoid that. Second thing is always try to get your sleep. If I don't get enough sleep, I have a tendency to want to graze more during the day, and I also don't have the energy to get to the gym and do what I need to do. So always get your sleep. And the third really important thing is always have a plan. I always carry with me a pouch of tuna and a Quest bar in my bag. And that way, anywhere I go, any situation I'm in, I have something that works for me to eat. Whenever I go to a restaurant, I always try to plan ahead and find a restaurant. If I have a choice, go to a restaurant that I know will have good protein choices for me. If it's out of my control, normally I'll just munch just a little bit off of my wife's plate and have a good nutritious meal later. So always have a plan. It's exceptionally important. Another thing, try to keep stress to a minimum. I found that when I stress out and I freak out too much about the scale doesn't want to move. So it's kind of one of those catch-22s. If I worry about it, it gets worse. So I try not to stress. I try to just live this thing out, work my plan, and go with it. So I have to say, just don't be hard on yourself, okay? We're in this thing, and it's a journey. It's a long journey. It's a lifelong journey. It's not a sprint. I know that sometimes I've been hard on myself because I don't lose as fast as some other people. And then I make mistakes, and I'm a perfectionist, so that's hard on me. But I found that you just need to relax. Work your plan. Do what you're supposed to do, and your tool's going to work for you. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. You put in your time, you put in your effort, and it'll do what it needs to do. So in closing this week, I just want to tell you to enjoy your journey and work your plan. That's really all we can do. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and thank you for all my new subscribers. And I enjoy watching all of your videos. It gives me a lot of support and camaraderie, and feeling like I'm not in this thing by myself. So that's really all I have for you this week. Been a big week for me, and just living my life and enjoying it right now. So I guess until next week, thanks. We'll see you then.